Hello, this is Sabika Syed and welcome to the print headlines. TVK Chief Vijay meets Tamil Nadu Governor Arlikar at Lok Bhavan, stakes claim to form government. TVK General Secretary and Anand senior office bearers including K.A. Sengutayyan, Adhav Arjuna and others were present during this meeting. Vijay's party TVK needs to take the support of other parties and independents to reach the majority mark of 118. Vijay's TVK seeks CPI support after Congress CPIM outreach. Tamilaga Vetri Karagam Tamilaga Vetri Karagam President C. Joseph Vijay has reached out to the Communist Party of India, a constituent of the DMK-led Secular Progressive Alliance, seeking support to form the government in Tamil Nadu after the party emerged as the single largest in the state assembly polls with 108 seats, short of a simple majority in the 234-member House. CPI State Secretary Veera Pandiyan said the party had received a letter from Vijay late last night addressed to him seeking the CPI support to form the government. He said, and I quote, "The party has called for an executive committee meeting on May 8. We will discuss and if required, we will call for an urgent state committee meeting the next day to take a call on TVK's request." Congress extends support to Vijay's TVK seeking share in Tamil Nadu government. The Congress party has officially announced that its elected representatives will support TVK led by C. Joseph Vijay to form the next government in Tamil Nadu and said that the alliance has been founded on mutual respect and appropriate share in the state government. In a statement by All India Congress Committee in charge for Tamil Nadu, Girish Chadankar said that the decision was taken after Vijay had formally requested support of the Indian National Congress in Tamil Nadu. The statement read, and I quote, "Our support shall be conditional upon the TVK keeping out from this alliance any communal forces that do not believe in the Constitution of India." The announcement by AICC Tamil Nadu in charge further said that the alliance between TVK and Congress would continue for the upcoming local body elections as well as Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha polls. Thus, the party unilaterally snapped its over 2-decade-old ties with the DMK in Tamil Nadu. The two parties had joined hands ahead of the 2004 Lok Sabha polls and the relationship had remained largely intact except for a brief separation during the 2014 Lok Sabha polls. Vijay thanks Tamil Nadu voters, hails poll outcome as victory for people-driven democracy. TVK President C. Joseph Vijay thanked the people of Tamil Nadu and said he owes lifelong gratitude to them who have made possible a political victory for change that once seemed impossible. In a post on X, Vijay said, "Through this election, it has been firmly established that TVK is a major leading force for change. Right from the launch of the party, many dismissed and ridiculed TVK. Recognizing that this is simply the nature of politics, we moved past it and pressed on. At this juncture, I also extend my love to those supporters who, even if they may have forgotten to vote for us in this election, are destined to love us even more deeply in the times to come." TVK office bearer arrested for sexually harassing minor in Chennai. The accused Dinesh had been absconding since Monday after a sexual harassment complaint was lodged by the mother of the minor girl. The Royapuram all-women police arrested the 35-year-old man on charges of sexually harassing a minor girl today. A senior official from the city police said Dinesh, alias Pambu Dinesh, was a resident of Kasimeru and an office bearer of TVK. Puducherry Chief Minister Rangasamy says statehood will be achieved soon. Rangasamy, who is set to assume office for a fifth term following the NDA retaining power in Puducherry, arrived in Salem in Tamil Nadu around 1 p.m. and offered prayers at the Appa Payatiyam Swami temple in Suramangalam in the city. He participated in a special puja at the temple. He also congratulated TVK Chief Vijay on the victory. Chief Election Commissioner Gyanesh Kumar directed the authorities concerned to immediately arrest those involved in post-poll violence and vandalism in West Bengal. The ECI's directive came after killing of 2 people in post-poll violence in the state on May 5 and the ransacking of numerous party offices. Tensions also escalated in Kolkata as bulldozers demolished structures in New Market while a Lenin statue was vandalized in Murshidabad's Jiaganj. The Trinamool Congress leaders alleged targeted attack by Bharatiya Janata Party workers. Supreme Court should take cognizance of West Bengal poll process, says Akhilesh Yadav. The former Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister alleged that the developments seen in West Bengal could be replicated on a larger scale in Uttar Pradesh, where assembly elections are due next year. Questioning the fairness of the West Bengal Assembly poll, Samajwadi Party President Akhilesh Yadav today demanded that the Supreme Court take immediate cognizance of the poll process and that the video recording of vote counting be made available to the people. He said, and I quote, "When court proceedings have gone live, why can't vote counting go live?" Delhi High Court to appoint Amici Curia for Kejriwal and others in excise case. Justice Swarna Kanta Sharma of the Delhi High Court said she would appoint 3 senior advocates as amici curiae to represent Aam Aadmi Party leaders Arvind Kejriwal, Manish Sisodia and Durgesh Pathak in the CBI's petition challenging their discharge in the excise policy case. Former Chief Minister Kejriwal, his deputy Sisodia and former MLA Pathak chose not to appear or be represented by a counsel to contest the CBI's case after Justice Sharma declined to recuse herself on their applications alleging conflict of interest and apprehension of bias. Bombay High Court quashes FIR against HDFC bank head in bribery case. The judges observed that the allegations did not meet the legal requirements for a criminal case. The Bombay High Court has set aside a criminal complaint that accused Sashidhar Jagdishan, the managing director of HDFC Bank, of accepting a bribe of 2.05 crore rupees from a trustee of the Leelavati Hospital Trust. A division bench of Justice Makarand Karnik and Justice Nitin Borkar delivered the judgment. Bombay High Court directs Maharashtra to ease travel curbs on UK-based doctor booked for posts on PM Modi. Sangram Patil, UK-based doctor and YouTuber and a British national of Indian origin, was stopped from returning to the UK after immigration authorities cited the LOC. The Bombay High Court asked the Maharashtra government to modify a lookout circular or the LOC against Sangram Patil so that he can fly back to his home country by May 11. Wang Yi likely to miss BRICS India meet due to Trump's China visit. Beijing may send deputy. Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi is unlikely to travel to New Delhi next week for the foreign ministers' meeting of the BRICS grouping. China is likely to send one of Wang's deputy foreign ministers to the summit. Beijing is hosting US President Donald Trump on 14 and 15 May. The BRICS foreign ministers' meeting is likely to be hosted by India on the same dates, with invitations already sent to the grouping's members. The BRICS foreign ministers meeting will, however, likely be the first time that senior representatives from Iran, UAE and Saudi Arabia meet face-to-face since hostilities broke out in West Asia at the end of February. Trump threatens Iran with higher-level bombing if it doesn't reopen Strait of Hormuz. US President Donald Trump threatened Iran today with more bombing if it doesn't reopen the Strait of Hormuz after a report that an agreement is emerging to end war. Trump posted on Truth Social platform that the war with Iran could soon end and oil and natural gas shipments could restart. But that all depends on Iran accepting a reported agreement that the US president did not detail. He said it was perhaps a big assumption that Iran would agree to the terms being offered by the US. Iran says it wants a comprehensive agreement with the US. After meeting his Chinese counterpart Wang Yi, Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi said, and I quote, "We will do our best to protect our legitimate rights and interests in the negotiations." Iran will only accept a fair and comprehensive agreement in its negotiations with the US on ending the war in West Asia. He said this as US President Donald Trump cited great progress in the process. US President Donald Trump has suspended Project Freedom to escort ships through the Strait of Hormuz, claiming progress in negotiations with Iran toward an agreement to end the war. In a post on Truth Social, Trump said, and I quote, "Great progress has been made towards a complete and final agreement with representatives of Iran." Tensions had been soaring over the Hormuz operation, with the United States saying it had sunk 7 Iranian boats and several civilian vessels coming under attack, allegedly from Iran. Hantavirus strain capable of human transmission found in 2 cruise ship passengers. The World Health Organization says the Andes virus, a specific species of the hantavirus, is found in South America, primarily in Argentina and Chile. South African health authorities have identified the Andes strain of hantavirus, which can be transmitted from person to person, in 2 passengers who were on a cruise ship at the center of an outbreak of the rare infection. Spain's Canary Islands leader rejects docking of hantavirus-hit cruise ship MV Honduras. Canary Islands leader Fernando Clavio said he had requested an urgent meeting with Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez to discuss the issue. The leader said, and I quote, "The regional government of Spain's Canary Islands is opposed to allowing a luxury cruise ship that has been hit by an outbreak of the deadly hantavirus to dock on the archipelago." He added, "The decision is not based on any technical criteria, nor is there sufficient information to reassure the public or guarantee their safety." Trump-backed Vivek Ramaswamy wins Republican nomination for Ohio governor. Ramaswamy initially ran against Trump for the Republican presidential nomination in 2024, but withdrew and backed Trump. Winning 87% of the votes, Ramaswamy dealt a decisive defeat to Casey Bush, and in the November general election will face Democrat Amy Acton, who ran unopposed for her party's nomination. Former Prasar Bharati CEO Shashi Shekhar Vempati appointed CBFC chairman. Vempati was the CEO of Prasar Bharati from 2017 to 2022. Vempati's appointment as the chairperson of the CBFC comes days after Prasoon Joshi's appointment as the chairman of Prasar Bharati. Sonakshi Sinha and Jyotika's courtroom thriller System gets release date. Directed by Ashwini Iyer Tiwari, the film also stars Ashutosh Gowarikar, Preeti Agarwal, Adinath Kothare, Ashriya Mishra, Gaurav Pandey and Sayandeep Gupta. The upcoming courtroom thriller will release on Prime Video on May 22, the streamer announced today. That's all we have for you today. We'll be back tomorrow with the latest.